You know, one of the strangest things about retirement is not the free time. It's what I think about is this loss of identity. Like you've grown up, through this course of going to school and going to work, getting a career and everything else. Then all of a sudden, you know, it's nothing. Who are you? Everything that you were is no longer. And I think Chanya's going through that little process at the moment as well. Like she used to be a cabaret dancer. Yes, darling, cabaret dancer. And now she's a businesswoman, doing all the math, doing all the numbers. I'm pretty sure she never planned to do any of that stuff in her life. Again, I don't think many of us really plan the long-term future, do we? It's one of those sort of things that I'm constantly going through trying to sort of justify what I've done because, again, you look around like, who does this shit? We really are out there on the edge. Like the program that they set was, born, go to school, get a job, get a career, have a family, build a house, find a nice place and die. That's the program, and if you don't like that program, you got to redefine one because there's no real rule. Because a few of us make videos about it, and when you start to think about the videos we make, everybody has their own idea of what's going to work. It obviously works for us. Shanya's going through these dramas right now. She thinks that she's getting old at 41. Did I feel I was getting old at 41? That's really hard to think about that. At 41, I was just, trying to work out that what's their next stage in life. I'd built a business. The business was quite successful, but I realised that I was being more of a bank than I was actually a computer engineer because my skill set took me to people that wanted accounts at 90 days, whereas they want me to get stuff that I had 14 days to pay, and well, that's another story. I'll tell you about that someday, and I'm pretty sure we'll go into it. But when you start to think about it, you got to start to look at the whole picture, don't you? What are we doing here? we are really out there. We've got no guides. We've got no idea what's going on, and I'm going, yeah. We tend to fall into the same routine. Like there's so much information out there these days. I just say call it information because whether it's misinformation or genuine, nobody really knows. But when I start to think about it, I'm going, what are we not seeing out there? We're not seeing the good news stories, are we? There's lots of good stuff. And what we need to do is we need to focus on that. Okay, it's probably not going to get the clicks, which means I'm going to have to ask you guys, well, that's up to you. The only way we can get traction on the good stuff is for you guys to sit there and hit that like button, make sure you are subscribed, hit that bell thing, right, and then follow the channel, like we do at least one video a week. I'm trying to do 2 videos a week and probably a video every 2 weeks for our membership as well. That's been something that I've always been doing. You can check my back history. I've been trying to do this for 8 years, trying to build something, and I'm enjoying the shit out of it, but it gets rather confusing when you see the same stuff over and over again. So I'm going to try to pivot into the good news stuff. I know it's been good news, and you've always tempted to go on those sort of edgy stories to get those clicks, but I'm going, nah, stuff it. It's up to you guys to do the liking and the subscribing and commenting and getting involved with the story. That's what builds the channel, not the clickbait, okay? So we'll talk about that as we go along. Let's wait for Chanya to get out of the her paperwork, okay? Yeah, somebody commented on the last video, I can't remember which one it was. Is there a problem with security here in Thailand? And I'm going, because they were watching me unlock the gate, unlock Fort Knox, as he said. And I'm going, security? No, I just think it's just common sense. It's more the fact that where we were back in Nong Kham, every house was had the grills on the windows. Well, again, it comes down to common sense. People sort of look at the whole thing. If he was to put grills on his fence, then that person there and that person over there was to say, well, why has he got grill on his window? Maybe we should put grill on our window too. It's like the herd mentality. And then the next thing you know, every place has got grills on their window. Getting back to the whole idea of security, well, I keep on saying this, there's only one time in the last 8 years I've ever felt uncomfortable. And that was walking through the back streets of the market district at 10:30 at night in Klong Toi, which is the slums of Bangkok. Well, I'm not using the term slums derogatively. It is known as the slums of Bangkok. It's the lower class market people who have lived there for generations, in other words. So yes, there's that place there at 10:30 at night feels very uncomfortable. But outside that, I've never had really any feeling of dread or fear. Yeah, there's been a couple of incidents on roads where bad driving sort of situations crop up, but that happens everywhere. That's not specifically Thailand. But when it comes to the fear aspect, things I fear, as I said before, is banks telling you that you can't have your money. Right, that actually happened to me last month. It got sorted out, but I logged in to do my monthly transfer, and sorry, we're not going to pay you. Well, why? It took 3 days to get through to that, and only until the 3 days until I could actually talk to a freaking engineer, somebody at my technical level, and 5 minutes later we had the problem solved. Why are these places building such firewalls around their people? Oh, I don't know. But yeah, it's the way it's the society we live in these days, diminished responsibility. But yeah, as it goes for security, look, I don't feel that there's anything that I need to worry about, but everybody locks their gates. So, if you think about the very minor chance that somebody wanders into the confines of the Muban, which has security cameras everywhere, and they sneak in and they check each gate. Oh, this gate here is not locked. Well, all the others are. Well, let's try this house. Like it's the lowest common denominator sort of thing. So yeah, you lock your gates because everybody else does. If they started putting bloody bars on their windows, I'm sure that we'll be doing that too, because you become the odd one out after that happens, don't you? The herd mentality. Oh my God. Okay, darling. You have choice for somewhere to eat food?
I have choice, but I forget name.
Yeah, I'm sick and tired. I don't want to cook today. I want to go have somebody cook for me, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, chief cook and bottle washer here. I found myself mopping floors yesterday. Oh dear, oh dear. When's Mum come back, darling?
Don't know.
You don't know. As I said, Grandpa is in his final days, and she'll be up there. If there's any positive, we'll let you know. But these things happen. Life is not indefinite. There are expiry dates for the Western society. I think they say it's 78. Of course, I think those numbers are a little bit skewed. They also say the fact Bangkok Sinking now. Well, I think they've been saying that for years, but they now sort of say that by 2030, there will be parts of Bangkok, central Bangkok, which will be under sea level. That's a bit scary. I'm not going into the whole climate change debate anywhere. That's up to you to think about the causes. But why don't we just do something about it? Holland seemed to solve the problem of rising sea level. They built bloody big dikes across the place. I'm sure we could do that here, but it requires some political will, doesn't it? Here's me trying to think of positive things to say, and yet all that comes through your mind is the constant narrative. Yes, darling.
Nong Cam in the Pegasus Pacific.
Yeah.
Nong Cam.
Crazy day, a cozy day.
Cozy
day. Yes,
you the crazy
I
day.
not have glass on, darling.
You crazy
I
day.
not have my glass on.
People list.
Cozy day, okay.
This is a cozy day, and today you crazy day.
Crazy day. Anyway, we're going to go and have lunch. Stick around. Yeah, got a couple of good news items. Did you know it was Mu Deng's birthday last week, darling? Last week, Mu Deng, 1 year old.
You the Mu Deng?
Me the Mu Deng.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was the teddy bear. The teddy bear. Yep. The teddy bear. Anyway, we're going to go find some food. Oh, darling, scary dog. What's this one? Wolf?
So scared.
What do you think?
Thai wolf. You see?
Thai wolf? You think? He's a cutie. Okay. Soy dog. Okay, let's go to Cozy Day.
Okay.
I suppose you could say this is an example of sinking Bangkok, even out where we are. They're putting a bit of top fill on this concrete because I think they're going to raise it a bit, and they've been putting concrete pillars down on the right hand side here because of subsidence as well. So let's wait for this container truck to go past. So Chanya wants to top up the chemist here. She's got a bit of a headache at the moment. But just noticing here, and it just caught my attention, 420 on the corner there, hair salon. I'm not quite sure what that one is. That's eyes and eye makeup and things like that, and tattoos. And chemist, she wants me to go and help her. Okay, yeah. It's one of the new laws that they're suggesting is the fact that they're going to have a what do you call it, a chemist on board or a doctor on board to sell ganja. It's really crazy stuff. Yeah, so I think my poor baby is just suffering a bit from stress. This is just old age stress, having to do everything now. Wow. We all go through these stages in life, you know, and I suppose it's up to me to teach her some of the stress management systems that I've learned over the years, like meditation and well, not so much reading anymore. I found that very relaxing, but with the glasses now it doesn't make it happy.
Sit in air conditioner.
I don't know. Let's have a look at the place here. This place is called Cozy Day. We haven't been here before, but it's another one with the water feature. Again, very nicely done, very clean, crisp, but I don't see, apart from the geese, it looks like ducks, or I can't tell. But yeah, I think we'll be going inside. It's a bit humid today, so. But again, it's a nice little garden area. I'm going to get some photos done. That definitely is a nice little garden setting. Again, in the middle of nowhere. It's always amazing how they sort of find these places to, you know, pop in the back of. I think there's a what they call a night market pop up just in the main road there, just before the restaurant. So yeah, they make use of everything. But I think that's another comment somebody made. They want to see more walkthroughs of these night markets. We've got to make some plans around those ideas. But anyway, we'll keep you posted about how that's going to go. And let's find some food. Oh, actually, we just got there. That's a bit better. Doesn't feel too hot now. And yes, now that I'm a bit closer to them, they are ducks, not geese. Okay, what have we got here? What have we got here? Cozy Day Bar and Restaurant. Good, I can see something that Chanya would like straight away. Looks like I have to get my translator out. Okay. Darling, if you order more, I don't have to cook for food tonight, okay?
It's okay, not more. No
you
more.
just order more so I don't have to cook, okay? I got to take care of myself too. Like, I'm retired. I didn't expect to be a house mum. not all of a sudden like that. Normally you get to prepare these things, don't you? You sort of, you know what's going on. But you know, like Grandpa has been sort of like, every time we've been up there, he's so active.
Coffee latte, Swiss.
No, sweet no, just one squirt.
50-50.
50-50, yeah, squirt one. Yeah, it's just one of those sort of things, really, when you start to think about it. You never make these plans, and when you come to Thailand, it's another thing that I think about is we tend to find ourselves doing a lot of things that we never thought we'd ever be doing in our life. And that's what makes it interesting. Of course, Chanya's done all the interesting things. She's been to Australia. She spent 10 weeks, then 5 weeks in Australia. But Australia too cold.
Australia หนาวมาก First I say.
And she went in spring and summer. I hate to see what she's like in winter. The guys have been talking about 0 degrees in Sydney lately, and I'm going, really? I remember those days, but I don't like them at all. Anything less than 2 digits Celsius is too hot, too cold for humans, honestly. But my baby, she just looks like she's overstressed. And she, of course, she needs you commenting down below that she looks great. You got to say she looks great, make her feel better. I can only say so much. For somebody who's been with me for 16 years, I think that's probably enough stress for anybody. Well, did you know that ChatGPT was down today for an hour and a half? I thought my life was coming to an end, really. Okay, where are we going? Here we go. Yeah, I wanted the other articles. Oh, come on, can we update, yes. Okay, as I said, Mudang's birthday, yes. There was a fruit and vegetable cake, a crowd of 12,000 fans. Like, there was, like, if you want to see the articles, I'll link to the article down below if you want to check that out. What was another one that caught my eye? Over 110,000 affluent Chinese retirees. What? Something else comes up. What's this? Oh, he's going to feed the fish, is he? Very good, very good. Anyway, I'm being interrupted. Yes, 110,000 affluent Chinese retirees now live in places like Chiang Mai, drawing comparisons to Spain's Costa del Sol. Okay. They're attracted by Thailand's warm climate, lower cost of living. I like the lower cost of living, lower than China. Oh, that was pretty hard to beat, but anyway. Strong communities and Chinese-speaking facilities. Okay, well, not that I've really noticed that, but this highlights Thailand's continued appeal as a multicultural retirement destination and perhaps a talking point on how expat communities enrich social life. Okay. Get the Mudang one. Tomorrowland Festival heads to Thailand. The globally renowned Tomorrowland EDM Festival is launching in Thailand this year, bringing international DJs, vibrant stages and youthful culture to Bangkok. Perfect Segu. I'd never heard that word before. Geez, my English is really dropping off. S-E-G-U, perfect segue into cultural crossover and Thailand's growing appeal to global younger crowds. I don't know what the word means. Anyway, Muay gives purpose and community. American ex-IT workers Maxwell Wolf relocated to Koh Samui to pursue Muay Thai. Not only did he train daily, but he also joined the local community and found renewed purpose. Even in 5-year visa and fighting a career. Yeah. I'm just, she's not even listening to me. It's a great personal story about culture immersion, local bonds and transformation. And number 5, she's more interested, she's not even listening to me, is she? Sometimes I feel like I'm just talking to a camera. Anyway, number 5, Chinese celebrities, start again. Thailand celebrates Pride Forum. June's amazing Thailand Love Wins Festival celebrates Thai Pride Month following the passing of same-sex marriage laws in January, highlighting Thailand's increasing visibility, support for gender diversity and LGBTQIAN+. What the why don't we just have the whole alphabet after there, just to confuse everybody, really? Anyway, a gentle nod at Chanya's world and inclusion in the culture. So there you go. Anyway, I'm going to try to bring these little upbeat sort of stories, and there will be links down below. This is something I want to move into. I really want to, like, there's so much negativity out there. It's getting to be a little bit, cumbersome, and it weighs us all down. And of course, it's now up to us to change the narrative. And the only way that we can really change the narrative is, as I said, likes, subscribes, comments, get active in the discussion, right? Make it look in the algorithm like this is important stuff. That's how you build it, by the likes, subscribes, the comments and everything else, engaging in the video. Right now, I average for a 20-minute video, I average maybe 8 to 10 minutes viewing time, which is what they say in the statistical books, very good view time for a channel of this size. The problem is this channel here was automatically I would say grey listed, shadow banned. Now they do that in TikTok, and shadow banned within 5 minutes on TikTok when I first started playing with that, talking about ganja and things like that. That gave an instant shadow ban. Plus, uploading multiple videos, like I was uploading my my YouTube, TikTok, my YouTube, profile format, what do they call it? You don't put 20 up in a day because that thinks like you look like a bot then, and of course they shadow ban you. But don't forget, like this channel here, we've always been out there in the open about the fact that we are pro LGBTQ, right? That's it. We think the world should be inclusive, not exclusive, and that's our mandate going forward. And what can I say about it? It's not algorithm specific. We have to make it algorithm specific, and we have to do a little bit more than everybody else. So yeah, it's a big shout out. Want you guys in participating, and let's do something about this. Yeah, I will make some money out of it. Yeah, she'll make some money out of it. You know how it works. It's Thailand after all. But you get the idea. Anyway, looks like we've got our coffee coming. There she is. Hello. What the club? Come on, club. You won't care for the camera? No problem. She's a cutie, cute smile. Anyway, yeah, that's another thing that did come up on a negative side. I was reading an article coming out from the Philippines. It looks like they got some really weird anti-YouTube laws developing down there at the moment. Like you've now got to be, write to the government and give them a whole, give them your life story and everything else. People have got to have their faces blurred out, and yeah, okay. One of the things that Thailand really doesn't want to introduce is some sort of mandate like that. I think the YouTube side of things is probably the only thing that holds the tourism industry up at the moment. Do they eat the fish food? I'll throw it more for the food.
I want to keep that.
You want to give them that? We'll throw it further.
Very far.
There you go, yep. They're competing for the food, okay.
Quack, 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 quack.
So darling, what do you get? Mukrab?
Yeah.
Mukrab?
Yep.
And kai dao?
Yep.
And what else? Nothing else?
And I order something. Squid.
Some squid, okay. And I've Mum's not home, and that's probably the first krapao mu I've had for probably 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah. It's actually good for your stomach, and of course I'm going through a bit of stomach problems over the last course of 3 months. Just an imbalance and everything, like just the whole thing. Thailand's going to do this to your stomach, so you get used to it. Right. Change of weather change, and right now I've got hay fever because it's probably growing season of rice or something like that. Just a bit in your nose. Yeah, little things you're going to have to deal with when you come to live in Thailand, but you'll soon get over it. It takes a few years to acclimate, but you'll get used to it. It looks like the squid. Is that right? Well, that looks yummy. You're going to finish all that today?
Yeah.
That's for 3 people, that one. Very big.
And
this one here, we asked for Pet Noi, and yeah, either I just haven't had krapao mu for a long time. I've forgotten how hot we can get. Good. How much you want to take home? I think we're taking this one home because I can't eat it all. You want to take this one home, or are you going to leave this one here?
I think leave this one.
This one here, okay. To take this one home for night time, okay. That's one full meal, yeah. Anyway, folks, I think it's time for us to wrap it up again. Don't forget, you can catch me live Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays and Sundays on Twitch, Kick and YouTube Gaming, 10 AM till 3 PM usually. Other times as well, but that's the schedule I'm now running. You would want to reach out and ask questions, you're always welcome to pop in and say hello. So keep that in mind. Again, a special thank you to our membership. Right, always keeping me honest and keeping me looking like I need to do something for them. So that's happening as well. So thanks guys for supporting the channel, and finally, don't forget to send her a like or a few on a YouTube and a Facebook page. I think she's feeling a little bit down, and she's a bit sad lately. She's feeling old, but really she's not old. She's very beautiful. I love her to bits. Anyway, we'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.